Surat al-Jinn, chapter of the Jinn. You know, the Fairy, the Fairy, the fire beings, the fallen angels, the Davas, the Asuras, the whatever you want to call them. In the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate, say it has been suggested to me that a number of the jinn listened and said, verily we have heard a Qur'an, a wonder which guides to rectitude, so we have believed in it, and we shall not with our Lord associate anyone, and that he, exalted be the majesty of our Lord, hath taken for himself neither wife nor offspring, and that the stupid amongst us used to speak against Allah an outrageous thing, and that we have formed the opinion that neither man nor jinn will speak against Allah what is false, and that men of mankind used to take refuge with men of the jinn, and they increased them in badness, and that they thought as ye thought, that Allah will not raise up anyone, and that we have reached up to the heaven and found it full of strong guards and meteor gleams, and that we used to sit in seats of it to hear, but he who listens now will find prepared for him a meteor gleam in wait, and that we know not whether evil is intended with those in the earth, or whether their Lord intends to direct them aright, and that some of us are upright and some of us are not so. We have become groups following ways diverse, and that we have formed the opinion that we shall not frustrate Allah on the earth, and shall not frustrate him by flight, and that when we heard the guidance, we believed in it, and he who believes in his Lord will fear neither meanness nor bad treatment, and that some of us are Muslimin and some of us follow devious courses. As for those who have become Muslimin, they have endeavored after a right direction. As for those who follow devious courses, for Gehenna have they become fuel, and that if they had gone straight upon the way of religion, we should have watered them with water in plenty, that we might test them therein. He who returns from the remembrance of his Lord, he will make him go through punishment hard, and that the places of worship belong to Allah. So along with Allah, call not ye upon anyone, and that when a servant of Allah stood calling upon him, they were upon him almost in swarms. Say, I simply call upon my Lord, and I associate not with him anyone. Say, so far as I'm concerned, I do not wield power either to injure you or to set you right. Say, no one will protect me from Allah, nor shall I find from him a covert, but only a proclamation from Allah and his messengers. Whoso resists Allah and his messenger, for him is the fire of Gehenna, in which they abide forever. Say, I know not whether what ye are promised is near, or whether my Lord hath set for it a term. He who knoweth the unseen, and who discloseth not his unseen to anyone, until when they see what is promised them, then at last they will know who have the weaker helper, and who are fewer in number. But only to such messenger as he knoweth the unseen, and who discloseth not his unseen to anyone, but only to such messenger as he may be satisfied with. Then he maketh to go before him and behind him prying ones, that he may know whether they have delivered the messages of their Lord. He comprehendeth all their circumstances, and counteth all things by number. Now, whether people know it or not, the different religions, you could say, can be said to come from the jinn. God has one religion, and but humans want to find something else and try to make deals with spirits and stuff like this for purpose of revelation or whatever, and then they form a different system of judgment. But then again, people do this secularly, and whatever comes in. It's not really a spiritual path. That's the main problem nowadays. And I read somewhere that this is a good chapter to say in the evening. By the evening, I mean, the declining twilight. Now, before going out. Now, if anybody knows the number reference for the hadith that says so, comment on any one of these Surah 72 videos and tell me, and hopefully, hopefully I'll see it before I get, hopefully I'll see it. Of course, if I have so many, if these sort of videos get out to enough people, that would be, what I miss will be fine from that. I just like to know.